I hate to break it, but me and myself top two. I blow away the competition like a bowl of hot soup. And there's no catch. I go and get the bag and I'm not bringing it back. I'm like a down QB, I put the pain in the past. And if you ever had a problem, promise I didn't ask. So it's 444 in the car, my dash. I shake a big, told them all, you went first, you last. Little boy, that's facts. I'ma grow that cash to my money. You know what? Let me stop.
Fall again and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel away, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L.
Today, from FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland, it's Week 16 of the NFL. On EA Sports. It's the Washington football team taking on the New York Giants.
We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Giants and the Washington football team. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Washington team as they interplay here. Their long winning streak finally came to an end last week. A disappointing game for them, but still a heck of a run.
Indeed it was. What a great job by them putting together a streak. Now let's see how they rebound after a defeat.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Giants, they're hitting their stride of late. Winners of 3 of their last 4. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. At a glance at the man under center at 6'5", he always demands attention.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
They keep it with Barkley on first down. The numbers for him from a week ago. 8 carries, 107 yards, and the touchdown.
He's having a nice season, and he knows where he ranks in the league. Don't ever let a running back tell you that they don't know that. They do. So what he's doing now is lobbying the offensive coordinator all week long. Hey, how about a few more touches? He's one big game away from maybe leading the league.
This ball complete. Jones to Ingram.
Jones pass.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That's a nice job there, foiling what all offenses try to do, which is control the defensive end in the running game. They want to get to the outside, and if he keeps himself free, stays on his feet, he can make a play just as he did there.
Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave him with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line. It's 33. He'll get 15 and a Giants first down. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did. Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. It makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count. Finds his tight end Ingram. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6. At the 29-yard
from the gun. Jones. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Giants.
A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
Taken down.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
On 2nd and 7, Jones. Catch made by Slayton. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
A 5-yard pickup on the play.
And it's now Jones off the bootleg. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And he will have a Giants first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
So when you saw him dump it off to the back, did you think he was going to pick up the first down there?
Well, I knew one thing. It wasn't his primary target. At least it didn't look like it. Turned out to be the play they needed, though. And it's big because it's the opening drive. So converting that 3rd down, keeping the play, not the play, the drive going.
Yeah, it certainly appeared like his downfield targets were covered. He threw the little dump off to his back, and nice effort picking up the first down, though. And you're right. That opening drive, keep those chains moving.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brings up
Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Giants take it right down and score on the opening drive. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the 4th quarter. That's when the knockout occurs.
And it becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives. Extra point right down the middle, and that makes the score 7-0. Joey slide out, a kickoff after the touchdown. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he returns this to the 22. So out comes the Washington offense onto the field. And they'll be let out by the man running the show, Charles, their quarterback.
And I thought it was a really nice performance last week by him. 3 touchdown passes. I think that signifies exactly what he was getting done. He did have the 1 interception.
But that's the ratio you say you're okay with, right?
If you go 3-to-1, you're going to be pretty happy over the course of the season. And let's face it, he'll never blame the receiver publicly. But behind closed doors, he probably told his agent, hey, what's the deal? I should have had a perfect game.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. The numbers a week ago for Melvin Gordon. 17 carries, 53 yards, and a touchdown.
And while they locked up the #1 seed last week, I don't expect them to change what they do in the running game. I expect them to continue to play the exact same way, but with a change up in personnel because they want to make sure that their #1 guy has fresh legs for the playoffs.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 7 yards there and a first down.
First and 10 at the
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. First and 10 at the 34. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40.
intercepted by the Giants.
And he may want to track down that football because that's interception #1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back seven on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. To Shepard, complete over the middle. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Now Saquon Barkley. A good display of power, but it will only get him just inside the 5 to the 4. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Now it's Barkley, and he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. They've got to be thrilled on the road right now. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, and quickly trying to make it 14-0.
Yeah, and mentioned it already. On the road, to be able to go into someone else's house and establish a start like that, obviously your confidence rises in a big way, and you're putting some doubt in their minds.
Now Joey Sly for the point after. And it's good to make it 14-0. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it's capped off by a touchdown run from Saquon Barkley. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. The return man is Grant. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Now on the return here, we've got an injured player down there. And how might this affect him for the playoffs? We'll get a report when we come back. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does, depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
At the 44-yard line.
They'll set up a throw. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. On the counter, here's Gordon. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose.
Jones sacked.
Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Ward down to the 25.
Number 30.
Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
There's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Here's a 2nd and 7. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
17-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He'll buy some, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Quarterback sacked. Taken down.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. They run it here with Gordon. It's a 6-yard pickup to get him back to the original line of scrimmage with 3rd down coming up.
Darnay Holmes. That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 10.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Washington, nothing.
It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9, and they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. He may try and run for this. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short.
That was a good effort there, trying to do it on his own. But as a defender, you're in a tough spot because you have coverage responsibilities behind you. And if you take off too quick to try and get him down, he might loft it over your head.
So better to track with your man defensively than try to go up and make a stop on the quarterback.
Exactly right. What you're hoping is that your guys in the front 7 can get him down.
Mess around and put that thing up where you're burning. 6 figures every year.
And Ron Rivera, he's going to keep the offense on the field. They're going for it. They'll try and run for it. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington.
Touchdown.
A great play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And Washington has made this a one-score game. Solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment that allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Extra point attempt here still to come. And that one makes it 14-7. So that one a long 11-play drive. And the capper that put it in the end zone, a run of 8 yards. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Take over 1st and 10. At their own 25.
Saquon Barkley and the Giants offense set to kick off their next drive. And he's found the end zone twice, and now I'm guessing he's thinking, hey, let's find it 3 times.
And you got to figure from the defensive perspective, how has he gotten there twice? What are we going to do to keep him out for a 3rd time? How do we tighten things down? Because he and his offensive mates, they are really in sync right now.
Barkley unable to get away on the 1st down run as he'll be stopped for a loss of a couple.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
The 24-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now Jones. That's complete to his running back, Dawkins.
Jones
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
A gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
Operating from the gun, Jones. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the 1st down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. On 4th down, Joseph Charlton on to punt. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Here comes Grant on the return. 45 yards, that's what the punt goes for. 5 on the return.
At their own 24.
The Washington offense set to take over again. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line.
Melvin Gordon, the ball.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
28-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now second and 6.
They run it with Ward. 7 yards there and a first down.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Hunter.
Complete to his
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's second and 4. They'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Schultz. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's say, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver. Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well right at them and right up the middle.
They go back to Gordon here on first down. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
Gordon again, the ball carrier. Alex Anzalone on the tackle. 4 yards on the pickup.
Second and 6. That one is slant to McLaurin. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 26.
Good for a Washington.
Now back to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Schultz. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard.
On second down, they'll run with Gordon.
18-yard line.
And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18.
Brought down behind the
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. Here's Ward. Still churning. He's still fighting forward. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork and add a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. They'll set up to throw. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. Second down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming.
Always laugh when people say,
and he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Dalton Schultz, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up.
I feel like I'm back in school. What was that book, you know? It was the best of times, it was the worst of times. This has been a tale of 2 quarters so far. They trailed 14-0 after 1. How about the rally we've been watching?
Yeah, a couple of touchdowns. PAT here to tie it up. This is a good ball game all of a sudden. Extra point forthcoming. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So that one a 13-play drive in total. And the result, a touchdown for Washington. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. A gain of 6 there on first.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
They lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Loss of 4 yards, and it's 3rd down.
Throwing, Jones gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. And here's Joseph Charlton now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return.
At their own.
Here now a look at Melvin Gordon. And he's closing in on that number that all running backs circled beginning of the year, the number 1,000. Could do it on this drive.
And you have to think to yourself that this moment, getting to this spot, it started in the offseason, right? Not just the workouts, right? Not just getting yourself physically prepared to play, but mentally, as well as your team, as well as your unit, head coach, offensive coordinator. We run the football. We give you opportunities. He's taking advantage of it.
And when you get this close to the mark, you just hope things don't tighten up, right? You probably want to get there and get it in your rearview mirror.
You really do, don't you? Because now it becomes predominant, and you wonder about play calling as well. Do you want to call plays to get that out of the way, or are you still calling plays to win the game first? That becomes the burden of the play caller.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Terry McLaurin, incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
He's going to take off with it. Fights through, and now a crease. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
On the delayed handoff, this is Gordon. Big Leonard Williams there on the stop. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. James Bradbury, he was right there to break it up.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
The pass.
And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away.
The Giants take over 1st and 10. At their
The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
20-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Back to throw. Jones over the middle. He's got his tight end Ingram. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
6 yards.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. A 40-yard punt, no return.
Takes over 1st and 10 at their own 30.
So out comes Washington's offense to take over. They've got momentum on their side. They were once down 14-0. Now it's even at 14 as they look to put together a drive to get them the lead. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. A gain of 6 there on first.
Complete to Dalton Schultz.
Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
36-yard line.
They'll look to throw here. On the crossing route, complete. It's Hunter. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Hunter. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. And now he's going to use his legs. And they'll get this down to the 10. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
And 10 yards to go.
So not quite a first and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. He'll drop to throw. This will be caught at about the 6.
The pass.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. So we've reached halftime here. Let's throw in a broadcaster cliche, shall we? Both teams looking for a gift on Christmas Eve. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach!
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in everyone to this Christmas Eve edition of the EA Sports Halftime Report. So let's get to it. We'll begin with an always physical one in the NFC East. Heated rivals, Dallas and Philadelphia, at it again. And it's the Cowboys who are out in front. Amari Cooper, a touchdown reception. From there, we'll head to Cleveland to check on the Browns at home at First Energy Stadium. And you can see they have the lead over the visiting Tennessee Titans. Baker Mayfield with 3 touchdown passes. Finally, let's get down to Miami to see what's going on with the Dolphins. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Buffalo Bills. Phillip Lindsay with a touchdown run. Meanwhile, in our game, no shortage of offense as each team has been able to move the ball effectively. Will the defenses show up in the second half? To find out, we give it back to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And this carries into the end zone. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it. Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. And he's been busy with his feet. He's been quite the scrambling man.
And obviously that can break down a defense, but a lot of it is just that they just get trapped with worrying about it so much that other things break down as well. You know, you break the huddle, and you're not just playing what comes out at you. You're like, oh, God, don't let him outside of the pocket. Don't let him beat us with his legs. And then he starts to beat you other ways.
Now a good running play here to start the drive. That'll net him 14 yards as they pick up the first.
That's good.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Schultz. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Grew up having not being labeled impatient. But once the boss made it, your label that made it. Ridiculous words.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. This is Gordon. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
The ball carrier.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
It always helps when you get great run support from your safeties, and when you get one who can actually read the play and get upfield and shut it down before it gets going, that's exactly what you're looking for.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He'll get this to Ward. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the 1st down marker. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Tressway now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And they won't try and pooch it. It's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out, and the Giants are going to get the football back. Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the 3rd quarter. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups.
Now a loose football. The ball comes out. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Recovered by the defense.
Washington ready to try again on offense. A good starting spot for Washington as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. On the ground with Ward. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Over the middle, complete. It's Schultz. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 13 yards there and a Washington 1st.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
On 1st down, Ward. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Brought down.
No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 30.
They'll keep it on the ground. This time it's Gordon. And he's going to get this pretty close to the 1st down marker at the Giants' 24.
Number 25.
It appears they'll be a few inches short, so 9 yards on the gain officially, and it'll be 3rd down. This is Gordon as they go to him again. And he's going to have a 1st down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Schultz. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington.
Touchdown, Washington.
A great effort there. With touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year. And Washington has taken the lead. He's given him a little jolt, just gave him the lead there, but 2 TDs now in the game.
And that jolt puts them in the lead. What a terrific job by him. He is carrying the ball and simply saying, I want to win.
And now he's hoping his defense has that mentality as they try to hang on to that lead. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
New York ready to go again offensively. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
On 2nd and 9, Jones. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Looking to throw. Jones. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Chase Young in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for him.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return.
At their own
The Washington offense back out there. And that last touchdown drive, a good mix of pass and run. Defensively, they just looked a little out of whack.
And it's so hard to stay up with an offense that has things going so well, where you're guessing and guessing wrong play after play. So what you need is someone on the defensive side of the ball
leader, right?
to make a big play.
Yeah.
Throw that balance out of whack. That's what you're looking for now. Not worrying so much about guessing what the play call is.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Here's 2nd and 8. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 16 yards, a first down.
1st and 10.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Now Gordon on 1st down. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage.
Taken down right now.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Gain on the play.
They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
They're going to look to throw. Able to get this to Gordon. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 10 yards there, good for a Washington first down.
That was just a good example of taking what the defense gave him. No one opened downfield, knew where his safety valve was, swung it out to him. He gets upfield and picks up the first down. Well done all the way around.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
2nd and 2 at the 21-yard line.
2nd and 2. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28.
Down and sacked.
You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he's going to go down again.
The quarterback
And
set.
that's the second sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
So on 4th down, Ron Rivera sends out the field goal unit. This will be kicked from the 42. It's a 52-yard attempt. And this won't get there. Won't be on line either. It's no good. Off to the right.
No good.
And this score will stay right where it is. New York set to take the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Third quarter action, and we appreciate you spending your Christmas Eve right here with us. 2nd and 10. And the Washington pressure gets to him, and he will go down. Montez Sweat in there for the sack, and that is now 21 for him on the year. Wow, what a season. And that sack certainly just strengthening his candidacy for Defensive Player of the Year. You think he's got that one in the bag yet?
I'm not willing to vote quite yet just because I want to wait till the season's over, but he is really tracking towards it. Just look at all the great plays we've seen from him throughout the season. Strength plays that you referenced there, as well as agility plays. They just have not found a way to block him consistently.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
Pass intended for Darius Slayton. Incomplete.
Had to pass there, 3rd and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for 3rd and short, because when it's 3rd and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the first down, even throwing the football.
And the Giants send out their punter now as he's on for the 5th time here today. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own.
Now we get another look at Washington on offense. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he finds McLaurin. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. Another tote for Gordon. He's been busy this afternoon. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line.
Tackled at the 27.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9.
And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Yards to go.
And he finds his target. It's Schultz. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards.
A gain of 7. It's 4th down.
One quarter more remains here in Week 16. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
14.
Here's Tressway now. On, we think, to punt, though he's faked it earlier, but he was unsuccessful. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return.